welcome to my channel, and tonight I'm going to be making some chicken bacon ranch. It's going to be a sheet pan meal. So sheet pan meals are absolutely wonderful, super simple to put together. The combinations are endless. I make one that is so good, and it's just little mini meatloaves that I just pat out and put on the sheet pan, and then I dissect some sweet potatoes and broccoli. I love broccoli. My family loves broccoli. Put that on there as well, throw it in, and it's done in about 20-25 minutes. So anyway, but let's talk real quick about our sheet pans. Our sheet pans are absolutely amazing. I know customer after customer of mine just swears by them. Before I became a consultant, I didn't know much about their sheet pans, but I had a lady that I knew personally. She was like, I have to have more of these sheet pans. And I said, really, are they that good? And she said, absolutely. These are made with an aluminum that is super, super sturdy. It's what they use in like big commercial kitchens. So they do not warp. They have this non-stick coating on there, so everything is really easy to just come right off. And the cleaning is super simple too, really and truly. You just have to wipe it. Sometimes you think, oh my goodness, I've got it baked on there, it's never gonna come off. It wipes right off. They're wonderful. They have like a really good, even cooking. I've cooked sheet pan meals. I've cooked sheet cakes on here. I've done rolls. I mean, anything, and it's so, so good. So let me explain about the sizes. This is a half sheet, and this is the biggest. So if you think about a commercial big kitchen, this is going to be a half of a sheet pan that they use, okay? This is the biggest that we have. It's my personal favorite, what I go to all the time. We also have a medium one, and I don't have that one. But we also, and it's a little smaller, it fits inside of here if you were to look at this. But then we also have these modular ones, and I love these modular ones. First off, it comes in a set of 3 here, and these two actually fit in our air fryer. So if you wanted to cook mini sheet pan meals, for if it's for 2 and you had one in here and one in here, you could stick it in our air fryer and not have to worry about heating up the kitchen. It's perfect for little meals. What I really like about it is this fits perfectly on our sheet pan, the 3 of these. So if you have picky eaters who don't like their food to touch or anything like that, you can use these modular sheet pans to then make a sheet pan meal, but everything's separated out. So you don't have to have your food touching. You can pull them out and they're individual. So I think that is such a neat idea. But today, because my family doesn't mind everything touching, we're just gonna make everything on our half sheet pan, okay? So let's get started. We're making chicken bacon ranch, super simple. I've got 1.5 pounds of chicken. Actually, I use chicken tenders, and I just chopped them up into bite-sized pieces. So this is our oil dispenser, and I absolutely love it. You simply just push these buttons here, and the oil comes out. You've got a pre-measured little cup up here that tells you exactly how much you've got. I love that because I do try to control the oil that I use, and it's super simple to just eyeball oil and go way overboard. And so I do really try to measure out my oil content. And so then we're going to use a tablespoon of ranch dressing. Now this is Pampered Chef's ranch. You can absolutely use Hidden Valley Ranch. They have the little dry ranch pouches. So whatever you have on hand. I do encourage you though to try out our seasonings. You will notice a difference a lot of times, for sure. So, okay, so I'm just gonna mix this up, and I'm actually gonna put in some salt and pepper. This is our salt and pepper shaker with our Himalayan salt. I really, really love that. And then our pepper. If y'all don't have our salt and pepper shaker, guys, I know that's kind of a simple thing, but man, I just absolutely love it. You can control how fine that you want this, or coarse that you want this ground up. Super simple. It's got a very wide opening, so you're not spilling salt or peppercorns out everywhere. I really like my salt and pepper shakers. Okay, so we're just gonna mix this up, and we're gonna just stick this on the sheet. Now, I'm gonna do this kind of in the middle here, and I'm going to just kind of evenly spread this out, okay? Right in the middle. Yum. Okay, now I'm going to take some frozen broccoli. Now I'm gonna use the same bowl because, I mean, you know, it's all gonna cook, so we don't have to worry about too much about it being cross-contaminated. So this is just frozen broccoli from Aldi. And I'm gonna do the same thing, okay? I'm going to fill up my oil dispenser. Okay, and pour that in. And guys, I'm doing about 3 teaspoons of oil per group of things. And then a tablespoon of ranch. Put that in, mix it all together. Now, I believe another fellow paper chef consultant made up this recipe, and her goal and my goal is absolutely to give y'all recipes where you don't have to follow recipes. So with this meal, I'm using ranch, right? But you can absolutely use any one of our seasonings in place of this. We have a brand new garlic parmesan that would be absolutely amazing, and shredding some Parmesan cheese on top of it, that would be so, so good. So now I'm going to take 3 potatoes, and I'm not even gonna worry about peeling them. I scrubbed them down really good, and I'm gonna use our chef's knife. Now guys, our knives are so amazing. We have the full tang, that means that the metal comes all the way through the blade, so you get a really nice, even balance. There is a Pampered Chef logo on this side and a Pampered Chef logo on this side. That means that's how you cut. You put your thumb on this Pampered Chef logo and your forefinger on this one. And with it being like this, it doesn't matter if you are left-handed or right-handed, you're still going to be able to use our knives and it be very, very comfortable to you. So you hold it right at the logos, okay? And we're just gonna cut. And guys, I'm telling you, this knife is so amazingly sharp. It just cuts through just like butter. It is, oh, it is wonderful. And until you use a really, really good knife, I don't think that you fully appreciate how nice it is to use great quality knives. These knives are lifetime warranty, are stainless steel. And yes, I'm adding these potatoes again directly to that bowl. So notice I am only really messing up this bowl. Very little products, which I always like. On a very busy night, I don't want to have an entire sink's worth of dishes to have to clean and put up. So there's our two. One more, guys. Doesn't take long at all to just slice up some potatoes. Okay, just give these a quick chop. And again, we're gonna go in with some oil. And guys, you can use whatever oil that you like. With our oil dispenser, you can put in whatever. Right now, I have avocado oil in. I have another one that has EVOO, or extra virgin olive oil. So it uses, you can use canola oil in these, vegetable oil, whatever you prefer. Okay, so that's 3 teaspoons right there. And then we're gonna go in with another tablespoon. Okay, give this a nice toss. Guys, sheet pans are also a great way to meal prep. If you want to make a sheet pan meal at the beginning of the week and then divide out in here we go, then I'll spread this out here. Now the potatoes will take the longest to cook, so you want to try to make those, like I'll even smush up my chicken a little bit so that it'll get those more room. Okay. All right, and then there you have it. Now the last thing that we're going to put on our sheet pan meal is some bacon. Now we buy our bacon, or we buy our meat like in half hogs and quarter cows and all of that. So this is our bacon, and this is just one of the smaller packs that I had in my freezer. So, but I'm definitely gonna use all of this. I would say probably normally you could use like 6, 7 pieces of bacon, okay? And so I'm gonna take my kitchen shears and I am just gonna go in and just cut these right over the top of all of this. We are huge fans of bacon in our house. But if you don't like bacon, you can certainly leave that off. I'm just making chunks on top. What I love about these kitchen shears, you may be thinking, oh my goodness, how are you gonna get those clean? They come apart and they're dishwasher safe. So every crevice of these get clean. And I'll show you how to take them apart in just a second. So you don't have any, like, inside here have some nasty old meat or whatever that you've been using. And guys, if you like this content, if you like what you're seeing here, definitely please consider subscribing to my channel. And then also what I would really like is if you have something, any ideas that you want me to cook, definitely post down in the comments, and I will absolutely try my best to make it. I always love to make new things, so yeah, if you have any suggestions of what I should make, please post it down in the comments. Okay, so there we go. I'm washing my hands. Yuck. Okay, so this pan is now going to go into a preheated oven of 425 for 25 minutes. And then it'll be just about done. Oh, wait just a second. I forgot to show y'all these kitchen chairs, and I'll have to wash my hands again, but I do want to show you how this comes apart. So then you can just throw this right into the dishwasher. Everything gets clean, so you don't have to worry about griminess in the little screws or anything like that. And then whenever you get done, it just pops back together and you're good to go. Okay, so while I've got the chicken and potatoes and broccoli in the oven, we're gonna go ahead and shred our cheese. Now I'm using the adjustable grater here. This side is a more finer side, and this one is like a farmhouse style cheese. And it also has this little base that comes on it that can catch all the cheese, but I just find it's a lot easier for me to just do it on a solid surface. So while it's big, I'm gonna go ahead and just grate, and I'm gonna want the farmhouse style cheese for this one. It just makes the bigger sections. It makes it so yummy. But then I'm definitely going to, once it gets smaller, use the little feeder. So promise me that once it gets smaller, you will use the feeder, because if not, you stand a chance to grate your fingers, and that is no good, I promise. Okay, it's super simple to do, guys, and it tastes so much better. I know I sound probably like a broken record saying that all the time, but it really does. It saves you money buying blocks of cheese and grating it yourself. You can see it's not taking very long at all, and it's super simple. Blocks of cheese, they taste better. They just are better. This is all I buy anymore. Okay, so now I've got just a small little square, so I'm going to put this on, stick that in, and then I can finish grating and not have to worry about my fingers. Okay, so our 25 minutes are up, and this is all pretty well cooked. And so now I'm gonna take the cheese. Now you could, if you don't want any cheese at all, you could definitely be done here. You know, I'm not gonna stop there. So I'm just gonna sprinkle this with cheese here. And then I'm gonna stick it back in the oven for another 5 minutes or so, just to let this cheese melt and get nice and bubbly. Okay, so back in the oven, it's gonna go for another 5 minutes. And with my leftover cheese, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in one of our resealable bags. That way I will have this already shredded and ready to go later in the week when I need it, because I'm gonna need it. Okay guys, our timer just went off. So let's pull this out and see what it looks like. Yum. There you have it. Some amazing potatoes, cheesy potatoes with ranch, some chicken and some broccoli with bacon on top. Guys, this is so simple and so good, and you definitely need to try this. It's a great, easy recipe for a very busy weeknight. See you later.